We're live again. Let's see. I have to make my Discord being stream mode. Oh, I forgot to test chat earlier. Hopefully the VPN instance I'm on is something that Twitch is not mad about. We'll see. Right. I write test in the chat. Okay, it works. Whew. Clear that. Refresh the chat. There we are. Alright. Also, time to check my audio. Is Twitch mad at me on that side? Hopefully not. Hopefully not. We will see. We will see. What does Twitch think of me? Hi, hi, hi. Hi, that's good. Seems like everything is in order. Oh, I have to check my other workspace though. It's not like I could do this before the stream. Holy shit. Not at all. Not at all. Close I have a few things to close from here. Ah, there we go. Okay, so last stream I ended with the conclusion that the multi-threading code sucks because it's worse than the single-threaded on like certain scenarios. That was completely wrong. Right? Not true at all. So I ran the same test on the single-threaded code, and it's like I just made a thing that's hard to remesh, or it takes a while to remesh. Right? I'm gonna do that. But the multi-threading code, otherwise, it's just better. Like I would have expected. It is just simply better. Let's see what we did, or let's see what I did outside of the stream. Now let's go. We have this was the last commit I did on the stream, if I remember correctly. And you know, I just removed some debug print, just getting in the way. Updated to do because I realized, oh shit, this is actually good. You know, formatting, and these were incorrect, and I made these variables cache as well. It seemed like there's a tiny performance increase with this. Not a big one. You know, you get all the surrounding chunks here, and then you later on use them here. Yeah, and also because there's a base cost to initializing the threads. And you know, like spawning them and whatever, and then collecting them. Sometimes there's just no chunks to remesh. So yep. This is done remesh if there's nothing to do. Wow. And also, I had to change the remesh result so it doesn't contain the chunk position, and instead, return the chunk position with the optional remesh result. Because if we destroy the last block in a chunk, we want to still know, right? Like, oh, that this chunk has no mesh, right? And then we update it to have no mesh. So this was that change. Apparently I removed some like commented out code as well. But yeah, there's more cleanup. Just removing stuff that's not needed. And then more cleanup. This is some like on the block implementation. I have set ID. I never use this. I just make new blocks and overwrite the old value. And yeah, some cargo clippy suggestions here. And just in general, just to clean up. Also, this allow is pretty interesting. Because I don't remember where we do it here. Actually, it's easier to find here. So I have this compile time assertion. right? So basically, if I screw up these variables where my max step up distance is bigger than the max floor check distance, I will know when I'm compiling, right? So that's good. I don't have to wait to like go into the game and then spawn an entity that is a player and then get the error. It's just like I do cargo check, I get the error. And that's really good. But also cargo clippy doesn't like that, so I had to put an allow there. Well, I didn't have to, but I like the cargo clippy output to be like only stuff that I don't know about, or stuff that's like on the to-do list to fix. Yeah, more stuff. Just more just remove stuff overall. Yeah, now we're here, and I was thinking it might make sense to make some performance testing functions. Like making some terrain, basically. And actually, now that I think about it, we don't need performance testing if we have... Well, I mean, okay. We don't need a function that makes the same terrain every time if we just have save load, right? That's not entirely true. Because I wanted to properly test different chunk sizes as well. But I already did some off-stream testing, and 16 cube chunks seem like the best, right? Like 8x8x8 chunks, they're really good for remeshing, because, you destroy a block in a mesh, and then you only have an 8 cubed size thing to remesh. That's really good. 32, 32, 32 is better for rendering, because there are less objects to render. But then 8x8 is worse for rendering, because there's more small shit to render. And actually tanks the FPS, if you have enough stuff on the screen. 32, 32, 32. That sometimes has stutters when you remesh. I don't know if I can make the remeshing any faster, unless I start doing something like an octree, right? Because here I just iterate through every single block, right? If I had an octree, I would maybe be able to like skip larger parts, but even then, I don't think that really matters. Because the moment this starts slowing down is when we just have a lot of phases to make, right? That's when this starts slowing down. So it could actually tell me that this function is the like bottleneck, basically, right? But somehow if I could make this faster, then everything is fine. But I don't know. Even here, like, no, not really trying to make it slow, at least. But yeah. So it might be the case that, switching to octrees or whatever, it's not really gonna have a big impact. And actually, now that I think about it, I just said that the biggest performance cost comes from placing many phases, right? And if we go in the game, like these are all separate phases, right? Like there's a triangle for each block phase. Alright? Like we don't have big phases that like have everything in them. Part of that reason is that all these phases need their own UVs, so they display the correct texture, right? With this, for example, I mean, but even still, it needs the correct UVs. Like I'm thinking, like, could I extend this like this? But I would need to scale the UV somehow, but not the texture that comes with it. I think I will stick with this that I have right now. But the general idea that I have in my head is that if I somehow can decrease the amount of faces with more processing time, then that's good. Right? Because it seems like the most expensive thing just comes from faces. At least right now. So it would be worth it to invest some resources into that. And I don't know, there might be some general system where I might be able to make some more assumptions. And here, for example, like these inside faces, we don't necessarily need to render them, right? If we assume the player is outside, then these are kind of useless. But we can't really know if the player is going to be inside or outside. So that might be a hard assumption to make. Or another assumption, a better assumption. Okay, now I'm in no clip. Would be if we have something like this, like a stair. Actually, I want to get out. Well, to be fair, this is not going to be rendered at all, I think. Oh, actually, the stair itself is not rendered, but the things surrounding it are. Except this face for some reason. Oh, okay, because it obstructs that face. Okay, okay, okay. So there's some potential for optimization here. This is actually even worse with the slab. Yeah. So the slab itself is not rendered. This space is too small for the player to inhabit. But it causes a bunch of things surrounding the slab to render. Right? I don't know if this can really be fixed with anything. But it might be worth thinking about. Anyway. So, now I'm probably gonna do either some performance testing functions. You know, just have some stuff that generates known things, and then we can see how it performs. And then I'm gonna have to look at the to-do list. This depends on raycasting. Actually, I should probably move these here. These are actually sub-items of this. Lights are a thing I can do. This is the thing I have to eventually do, and this is probably gonna be tied to remeshing. Because in remeshing we go through the chunk anyway to see what every single block is, right? And if at the end we realize, oh, there was only air, then we can just discard that chunk safely. But it would also mean that if you have a server running, then it would have to do an explicit check for this, because it's not going to be making any meshes. So you would have to do that. Or then I'll just make a like manual function that checks every chunk and discards the empty ones. Make chunk mesh generation multi-threaded. Yep. Action bar. That's UI. Okay, this could be something. Okay. I'm gonna reword this a bit. Well, not really. I was thinking of making this an assertion where it's like, oh, you raycast results should never be inside of a block. But that can happen. Right, if we have a stair, for example, I really need to change the color of the selection box so we can see the white materials. If I click here, it is trying to place a block there, right? And this is fully valid. There's nothing wrong with that behavior. And this works. And also we can complete a slab there and all sorts of fun stuff. This doesn't work for slab completion. I wonder if it should. Oh, actually, it overrides the block. So this shouldn't happen. Yeah. What if we have a upside down slab here? Okay, it gets overridden. So, actually, I'm just gonna fix this instantly. First, didn't I change the to-do list? Yep. And we're gonna be evil. So that's fine. Evilness has been done. But no, there's like only one other person who has access to this repo, and they should be like asleep or doing something else right now. Okay, let's think. So let's fix that block placement behavior first. Here we go. So this is our old raycasting, which we still use because, you know, placing down blocks is pretty neat. Yeah. And this is just simple, like move a certain amount of, you know, units forward and check, is it a block? Are there colliders that we intersect with? That kind of stuff. It has issues, you can go through corners and whatnot. Okay. So you basically want to have a check that we're not replacing anything else than air. So we need the boolean here. Actually, I can just say it's a boolean, and it has to be initialized here. Let's just make it. Well, let's go through the code first. I want to change that to just be a mutable boolean, so I can reassign stuff to it. Yeah, so here we do this. Yeah, I'll make it. I guess we want to be true by default. We want to know if the other block is not air. Okay, so here we do this inside of this thing. We're gonna move this outside. So I thought that we only cared about that logic if we were placing it on a slab, but that actually is pretty useful for everything else as well. And hello, best egg. Welcome, welcome. How's your morning? I would guess. I don't know your time zone, but yeah. Your hopefully your time of day is doing good or going good. Because I want to do this after this. Get this. And we just want to know if the other block is air. And this should actually work. Sure. Oh. For some reason, I completely forgot that you're finished. I don't know if it ever even came up. Actually, it did. It did that one time. Fake streamer. Fake Finn. Fake everything. Well, good morning then. Damn. I can't believe I exposed myself like that. Oh. Wait, I'm in no clip? No, I'm not in no clip. I can't place down anything? Let's go. I can place down here, not here. There's only the sides of the blocks? Why? Oh. Yeah. So this block is the one that we actually intersected? Hmm. Let's see. Let's see. I should be able to place down everything. We are able to place down everything. Also, I don't remember if we were at the end of last stream when I thought that the multi-threading code was worse than the single-threaded in some cases. And that's just not true. It's just the performance test I did at the very end. It was just a lot of phases to place, and even the single-threaded code struggles with that. So, yeah. Multi-threaded code is actually just better. Wow. Okay, I see what I did wrong now. I think. Hmm. This logic could actually be better as well. When I'm placing down a block, you go here, and when we place here, our normal points up, and our placement position originally is here, and then we like check. This is the other block position, I'm pretty sure. Where is it? How am I going down there? Sub position. Okay, so it's actually this block. If I'm placing here, I'm checking this block. And it makes sense for slabs. Because if we are placing down a slab, You know, this placement goes here. You know, you placed on a slab. The initial position goes up here. And then we check, oh, what is below? Oh, it's a slab. Let's complete it. That's what's happening there. It's almost like this should be better commented. If I already forgot this. To do that. Okay. Actually, this makes sense to be in the slab thing. Now that I think about it. Right? Yeah, it does. It does, it does. We just need an else case here. Oh, I mean, yeah, I don't even need an if there. I just need an else. So then, here we just figure out if the thing that we're trying to place is in air. That's all. Placement position. What else do we need to give it the chunks. I think I can just have this be not mutable, right? Or is there a chance for this to be uninitialized? Let's check. Possibly uninitialized. Nice. Let's make it false by default. Oh, but this is actually slightly incorrect. We'll see. We'll see. Let's relaunch. Yeah, slightly incorrect in the way that I can't actually place anything down. Hello? What is wrong this time? I can place here, I can place here, but I can't place slabs? That's curious. Oh, but that's slightly incorrect. I thought it was going to be the other way around, where we can override things. Let's see. If this other block is a slab, then we modify the thing. Okay, and if it's not a slab, I just want to say do placement equals true. And actually we can make this like this, I think. Yep. That is the one path of logic that I didn't account for. Everything should be now correct. We can place on slabs, we can complete slabs, we can complete them in all sorts of ways. We can in general place down blocks. We can't override blocks. Yeah, it doesn't happen. And even with a stair, you can't do that. Oh, okay. So we can do that still. We can override them with a slab. I guess I want to do this here as well. This is ugly and should be different. But for a quick test, it's fine. Pick something different. There we go. This. And now we can't override it with a slab anymore. We can't override slabs either. And this completion works. That doesn't. That's a bit strange, honestly. This feels inconsistent. Why do we not do anything here? Seems a bit wrong to me. Do we override here? We don't override here. Let's see. Hit normal should guide us to the block above. Yeah, but then we check the stair, I think. So, same way here, displacement goes here first. Then we go down a block, and then we complete the slab. Here, this logic actually is biting us in the ass, because, you know, this placement wants to go here, and then we check the block below, and then we try to complete the slab, but that's not the case. And then we don't complete this slab, actually. Yeah, we don't complete this either. But I mean, you're trying to place the slab from below. That's fine. That's an edge case. Feel like there's no correct answer to that anyway, so I'll leave it as it is. Let me replace the stairs. El stairs. Nice. I still have to make the fucking stair stepping video. Okay, anyway. That's a fun side tangent. I'm really curious. Does cargo format actually touch this file? No, it shouldn't, because it's not in the Rust directory. Or is it Godot that touches this? No idea. Oh yeah, it makes the spaces in the tabs. That's funny. Do I actually not want Godot to see this file? Maybe. Ay. I'll just not commit it for now. Also a cargo format. Improve block placement logic. Let's go. And now I think it's time to make the performance testing stuff. Maybe I kind of want to just roll forward with the assumption that the multithreading is better and not test it. I feel like that's not a good idea either. Nah, it is better. I was gonna roll. I'm not gonna use my time writing some tests. At least for now. I'll maybe regret this later. I just wanna roll forward. Yeah, these are the tabs now. I guess that's fine. It's just that also have to make sure that if I hit tab here, it will be tabs instead of spaces. Well, anyway. Lights is one thing, and world save loading is one thing. I think the thing I want to do is world save loading. It seems simpler than the lights, and it also seems more beneficial than the lights. Like if I want to start making a game, then having lights is like, okay. Having savable worlds is like, yeah, you should probably have that. Also, the Ace Roller Jam theme got revealed. It's Aberration. And there's the explanation here. I'm going to put a link in chat if you want to read this on your own beautiful eyes, on your own beautiful screen. I don't know. I'm kind of thinking like I could possibly take part in this. But I don't think I'll be able to use my voxel engine that I've been making. This probably have to be something from scratch. But I mean, to be fair, you know, people use like public engines, and this is like a private engine I've been making. But eh. I just realized I can collapse these in here. Nice. It's a world loading and saving. We need to make some functions for this. I know that I could use like I'm fully blanking out, but there's a popular Rust library for serialization and deserialization. Surder, I think. Surder. I think that's the crate's name. I don't think I used it here anywhere. But I want to make sure that if I change the save format, that I don't fuck myself over. Right? And I can do that with Surder, but I just have the nightmare scenario in my head where I change the format, and then in some bizarre way that I'm not accounting for, I just fuck everything up. And of course, I'm gonna have, you know, like version control and backups and whatever. But still, I really want to write my own serializer and deserializer for the block data. So yeah, that's what that's gonna be. And it's not too hard for the block itself. Like I just need to write 2 U16s. Wow, just turn in the bytes and blah blah. That's it. The rotation stuff is gonna be more involved, I guess. I mean, even here, we have an enum. Where is the enum? Oh, here's the enum. Okay, I'm gonna change the order of these. So we have our block, which is 2 numbers, and then we have rotation, which is an enum, and a boolean. Wahoo. So this can be like a U8, I guess. This is probably gonna be a byte. I'm not gonna fucking put 1 bit in here. uh, yeah. If I put 1 bit, then everything's gonna be like misaligned and shit, and not good. And with the original build sprint project, well, like build sprint 1, I did have a format that like tightly packed data. I don't know if I did booleans like this, but I do know that if I had like an air block, then I didn't save rotation for it. And what that would mean is that I couldn't multi-thread loading, first of all. Like, you had to load a block at a time, because which block you have there told you how much data there's going to be with that block. Right? So, yeah. I don't think I'm going to do that. I'm just going to waste a bit of disk space, which is not going to be much at all. And just encode everything for everything. Yeah. And that's that. Probably going to be good to have a reference of these. And also for like world saving, I could try to use like an octree, but I think I'll just save every single block individually for now, at least. It's a lot simpler, and I'm gonna save the world in terms of well, I'm not gonna save every single block individually. I'm gonna save every block individually within a chunk, right? And I'm gonna save the chunks. I think that is what makes the most sense. Yeah, well, time to just make the function. Where do we put it? That's a good question. I guess after remeshing. I'm gonna have my reference stuff here. What do we want here? What do we want to say world? We want the chunks. First of all. Where do we have an example of us accessing the chunks? Here we are. We don't need models. We don't need chunks to rebuild. We don't need entities for now. We don't need this to be mutable. We just need to be something we can read. Something to read. Do we want to make save load multi-threaded? We could. We could. Is it needed? Probably not. So probably single-threaded saving and loading. And then if it's slow, then I'll multi-thread it. I probably should have a companion function down here. Load world. Then here, we actually do need mutable access. Or do we just give the chunks? We don't have anything here. We don't have mutable access. We just do a meme like this where we return the actual chunks. I think that makes sense. And for both of these, we need a whatchamacallit? A file handle. Or just bytes, I guess. I don't care if it's a file or if it's bytes. I just byte stream or byte array, I guess. Let's see. And our file shouldn't be too big. I could just make it a vec of bytes. I don't know if there's a downside to that. Yeah, so this is gonna return a vec of bytes. And bytes are just Q8s. Yeah. And then here we have the reverse. We have data. That's a vec of Q8s. Don't think there's anything wrong with this. Because I don't think vecs are evil in any way. So this should be fine. Yeah, it's gonna complain that we have... Oh, yeah. We don't give you a borrowed thing. Mm-hmm. Oh, it's not gonna complain anymore. Yeah, I'm just gonna say... For loading, we're gonna say to do for now. And here we're gonna actually get to work. Yeah, that's fine. That is fine. So now we want to iterate all of the things in the hash map. Actually, I don't remember how to do this, so we will consult the rusticity. Oh, okay. Let's have this. That is simpler than I thought it would be. And now I just need something to turn the chunk into bytes. First I need to turn the position into bytes, and then we turn the chunk into bytes. I was thinking. Thinking. I don't like this. So I can turn this at the end so it doesn't complain. Oh, yeah. I've done something similar before. Or then I will have to make all this myself, which is also fine. I guess I'll just have to do bit manipulation. That's what I'm thinking. Oh, I am Doom. Well, that is the theme. Yep. We have these functions. Wow. That makes it a bit easier. Uh, okay, I wonder. What is the default endianness? Isn't it big? Oh, hold on. Little endian. Okay, big endianness is, yeah, is the dominant one. Oh, the little endian is the dominant processor stuff. Okay. Why are they different? That's a good question. Oh no. So this is just, I just have to choose one. Anyway. Well, it doesn't seem to matter. I'm gonna take... Well, which one? Okay, I want the processor one, basically. Already forgot. Little endian is the dominant ordering for processor architectures. Okay. Little endian it is. Okay. I'm gonna say this explicitly. See what we get. Okay, we can't do that. Okay, yeah. We need to iterate through these and then append them or push them. This feels terrible, but this is how I'm doing it. Yeah, I need to say mutable, sure. Okay, so that should give me a thing that this has all the bytes. And I could make some tests for this actually. So if I have a file on disk, then I should be able to load it and save it, and it should be the same. It's a little different from memory, I guess. But yeah. Yep. And this could be a separate function where I take a position and convert it into bytes. But yeah, actually this makes the code more readable, so I will do it. Uh, ba, 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 ba. Just gonna append this directly. And then we're gonna have a by 32.3. We basically just copy this. Fine. And we say boss in here. We like holds data. Oh, that's fine. Now I can remove this. I can say, oh, that's my mouse messing up. Oh. Oh, yeah. I need to say that. Oh, and I should probably also make it a borrowed thing. And then I actually need to... Damn. I forget to write everything. Okay, that's good. I kind of already want to hook this up so I can test this and print the output. So I can see what this is doing. Yep. So we're gonna have a Godot function. I want to say impl. There we go. Fine. Gotta use the debug formatter. Kind of expecting that. And that should be fine. And we can just call this from Godot now. I'm gonna have a separate input for this. M. I'm gonna go to the physics process. It's called like this. Yep. Now if we do this, there we go. We have a bunch of positions. Let's generate less. I love that this is called test performance, even though not the purpose of this anymore. Oh, I still generate the stairs. God damn it. We don't have any blocks anywhere? We do have a few. Yeah, and then we now have only a few chunks. Actually, no, it's only one chunk, and this is the... I guess the first position, second position... Like, how many are there? This should be 4. 1, 2, 3... That's one position. 1, 2, 3... 3 chunks, I guess. And if I delete anything, then it doesn't really matter, because these are still... They are still chunks that exist. But if I place more... Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Okay, there we go. I should have more chunks. Yeah, we do. And if we place even more... Can I bridge? Fuck. It's very difficult. Alright, let's go. The first... ugh. Okay, I really should make the no-clip a thing where you can just do it. You can, like, no-clip and place blocks. Not a thing yet. Yeah, seems like the basics work fine. We can encode chunk positions. Woo! And then... we also want to encode the chunk data. We want to encode every single block. So we want to have a function that turns blocks into bytes, I guess. I guess. Yeah. We're gonna iterate through the entire chunk and make every single block a string of bytes and just append it directly. I think it's always material first. Yeah, material first. I'm gonna have a U16. I know I'm not doing rotation yet. Oh, I need to do bam, bam. Oh, it's a U8, not U16. It's fine. Expected U8. Found. Oh, yes. Okay. So I still need to make this into... Like, I need to iterate through these. I guess I could probably make a function that takes a slice of a U8 and just appends that. Or can I... Okay, I swear that should be possible. Is it something like this? I remember writing something like this at some point. Oh. I actually remembered it. Nice. Oh yeah, here we don't have to do this. We just say um I do want to have the previous thing there so I can cheat. And I need to copy this. That actually makes it pretty easy. And now that I think about it, I could probably write the save functions in a way where it's like I say two little NDM bytes and then extend from slice and we don't care about the type. I could do that. But I don't want to. Because when I write the bytes to block function, then this is useful. Because I know what data type everything is. And, you know, I don't know. But I guess I could also just have a loading. Well, no. I was about to cope like, oh, I could do it the other way and just have the loading be correct. But no, this is easier. This is easier. Because, yeah, actually, because when we load, we don't have a runtime error. Right? Like, we just load incorrectly and then have to go through the whole file and be like, okay, what type is this? What type is that? Figure everything out and correct everything. But here, I have the save documentation, basically. You know? Like, I know what everything is. Like, this is an I32, this is U16, stuff like that. And then when I write the loading functions, I have all the types here in the same place. I love that when I have some idea of like how I should do a thing, and I don't know why that I have that idea, then it just proves itself to be a good idea. Right? I love that feeling. Anyway, so I could do function chunk to bytes. I don't know if I have to. I'm gonna do it. Hmm. We need to actually call the chunk divides function. Yep. Oh yeah, this has to be a borrowed thing. Well, oh, okay. Yeah, this can be read-only, sure. And I'm gonna get more errors? No? But we don't need, like, access to these. And we don't want to copy the blocks all over all the time. We just need to read it. This still doesn't save rotations, which I have to do. But this is dangerously fast, I feel like. It, like, the code just kind of writes itself. Yeah, overflow. That's understandable. Uh-huh. Yeah, but this mostly just air. I guess I need to do this. I guess one very basic optimization that I could do that would also help me with this debug output is if I have multiple air blocks, then, or multiples of anything, I just write like how many of that I have. But that also, if I have like a chaotic thing, then yeah, that's a bit worse. But I could have a special case for air where because with air we don't really want to note down the rotation. Yeah, okay. So I think I can have customizable amounts of data per block. Because actually we want the chunks to be the same size on disk so we can just jump around and load any chunk with some maths, I think. What I could do is, because for air we don't need rotations, right? I could just see how many bytes the rotation data takes, and that's how many bytes I can use for the air to note how many repeats there are. But no, but then I would change this chunk size anyway. So yeah, if I want to make it more compact, then I'm gonna have different sized chunks. That's just a guarantee. Yeah. Yep. I think for now we just have uniform sized chunks on disk. And if we want, later on we could investigate like making these smaller, right? If disk space is a concern at all, but I don't think it will be. Anyway, let me print. Well, there's the stuff other than zeros. Wow. I think I just include the rotations and then write a loading function. There's no other real way to test this. The block bytes, we have this. You kind of need like a rotation bytes. Right? Yes. We don't want to just discard all the rotation data. Yep, and this means that we can't change these anymore ever, or it will fuck up loading and saving, or then we have additional logic in the loading and saving, and we have a version number. Oh yeah, I need version numbers for the saving. Something I already did in BS1 is that when I saved a file, I noted down which version of this save loading code saved it. And if I ever update the save load code, like the saving side, I just make the change. I don't have to care. But on the loading side, I have to take into account what the data looked before. Right? Or what the data looked like before. If I for example change what ID air and dirt have, then I need a if statement that's like, okay, if our version number is earlier than version 4, then if we see this ID, we actually want to, load this ID in to the memory, right? And vice versa. And that way, you don't need to, like, remember each save load version and, like, load it into memory and convert it and whatever bullshit. Which is what I hear people usually do. Sounds like a pain. But, you can just slowly maintain your load function and it just handles everything. And I don't know, if your loading function then becomes a monster that you need to like refactor at some point, then I don't know, maybe at that point you can have some like what would I say? Like a checkpoint format. Like you have some format in memory that is good. And if you see that the version number is older than some version, then okay, you take your old loading function and you load it with that. And then you have some format of bytes that the new function can just take in. So you would have to be loading the data twice, I guess. But yeah. But that's like in-memory manipulation. Then that doesn't make any sense. If that makes sense to you, good. But as I said it, this is blurted out. I don't know if it's accurate at all. Anyway. Rotation to bytes. We have... Honestly, I could probably just put it here. But we'll do it in the separate function first. If it's a small function, I might just put it there. And this also... this could be here. Like this. Not like that. But imagine that it's neatly in the for loop. But I feel like having these separate functions, these basically just act as comments, right? They just act as comments. They just make clear what we're doing. And instead of comments that can easily become outdated, I feel like these are a bit more rigid. And the compiler will just make these into one function anyway, right? And if I, for some reason, somewhere, just need to turn a block to bytes, I don't see why I would. I can do that. Or if I want an individual chunk to be turned into bytes, like if I did networking at some point. But at that point, I probably want to compress this further, with some other techniques, rather than just naively turn it into a thing. But I don't know. Usually that doesn't happen. Like reusing these kinds of functions. On that note, I'll drink some water. Oi, oi, oi. Okay. This, and we have... I guess this is gonna be a U8. Oh, but I mean, I don't have to extend from slice. I just need to push. Hmm. Well, that was way simpler than I thought it would be. Hi, hi, hi. And then we do... I think this is fine. Oh, okay. Again, we only need read-only access. Well, that's rotation data included. We can turn the enum into U8. It's all good. We can certainly turn a boolean into a U8. I guess this is a bit wasteful. I could have just like flip the bit in this U8 and, you know, XD. We could save 1 U8 per block. Whoa. I don't think we care. Or do we care? Do we want to tightly pack this? No. No, we don't. Actually. It's so much simpler like this. And it's 1 byte per block. Yeah. Yep. Well, okay. 1 byte per block, and we have 16 chunks. So technically, it's, you know, this many bytes per chunk. This is an isolated function. I think I'll just put some more effort into this, right? We can squeeze these into the same U8. I could do bit manipulation, or I could do just like a fucking lookup table. We have this. You know, the micro optimization devil entered into my soul. Well, this is good though, because this isn't like a CPU optimization that we don't know if it will even work. This is very, like, concrete, right? We are using 1 less byte per block. And we know this. And then we want to do something here. Or we AND this. Actually, no, we OR this. I'll just make it mutable so it's easier. It's gonna be U8. I was thinking, how do these in binary? This is all zeros. This is like 1, 2, 3, 4, 8. It's gonna be this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Did I say 1, 2, 3, 4, 8? Okay, I did. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's gonna be like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8. Wow, imagine counting like that. Make this aligned. Wait, did I miss one? Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8. Oh, this is scuffed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8. It's fine if it doesn't match up exactly. So these are these. I think I'm just gonna take this bite. Can I just write 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8? And I'll put a 9th thing here just to make sure that, you know, it is correct. I'm gonna delete that after, but the compiler should scream at me there. This is a new 8. I guess you don't want this. Wow! Oh. No braces. Oh yeah, if rotate beyond. Oh, okay. Yeah. Can I do this? Hey, I can. But it doesn't complain about this. Anyway. Did it actually count wrong? Okay, yeah. I did. Guys, this is one of those days where I can't count correctly. That's great. That's fine. Now we need loading functions. Hmm. Well, I guess I do the same here, where it's like data, and we have a mutable. No, actually not mutable. We have just a vec. Right. Or do we pass in an iterator instead? Yeah, because here we need to know. We need to know the index that we're reading currently. If we do it like this, then I have to manually keep track of that index. But if I have an iterator instead, then I can just consume the values. Yep. I think that makes sense. I just pass the iterator around, and everything consumes as many values as they need. And, you know, the world will be in peace. Let's do this. Oh yeah, I need to make this a function. I think I need a mutable reference in the iterator. I'm like trying to consume it and whatever. Okay, iterator item is U8. Create objects must include the din keyword. Alright, sure. That's fun. I just basically take, I think the ordering on these is going to be like this, where I have the save function and have the load function right below it. It doesn't make sense to have all the saving functions here and then like lower down have all the loading functions. They make more sense in pairs like this. Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. I guess because this could be nothing. Okay. I love this. I love this. I love this. I love this. Because now I can make every single loading thing just return an option. And then at the very top level, I just handle the option. It's just like, oh, we ran out of bytes at the wrong place. Haha. Okay. Mm-hmm. We and these. Oh, we want to know if it's not zero. Right? I don't know, I want to say rotation date. Because we and these, we only take this one byte. And if it's not zero, then we flip Y. Because that bit is set. Then here we say 0, 0, 0, 0. Actually, no. 0, 1, 1, 1. Technically, we only need these last four, but, you know, I could also say anything but this first one. Also, I can just make this a match. Make it explicit. Why not? I guess I should probably do that for the other function as well. Oh, yeah, I need to do this. Oh, yep, I need to do this. Mm-hmm. Okay, Okay, I'll make this explicit here as well. It's more verbose, I guess, but that's fine. And we just want to flip these. I guess do this the other way around. You. Fine. So we have our horizontal rotation, we converted it into a U8, and then we sneak one bit into here for the Boolean. And then we do the reverse. We take that one snuck out Boolean away. The one bit. The one bit is real. And then we do this. Well, yeah, here we inspect the bit, and here we actually take it out. Then, wow, this destroyed my code because I accidentally controlled 8. That's funny. I will need to wrap this in a sum. I will do it in a second. I think that's all I need to do for that. Yep. I can't do anything like this. No. Nope. Good, good, good. Nice. The first loading function done, and it should be correct. And this is something where I could have a testing function that takes like all the possible variations of this struct and just sees if this is correct. Right? It's like saves and loads and checks if it's identical or something. But that's fine. I am technically this name is wrong. This says rotation to bytes, but it's actually rotation to byte. It's only one. Same here, but we don't care about that. Yeah, we want to copy this mostly. I'll drink some more water. I'll also open my window. It's hot again. It is hot yet again. It does not feel like I've been going for like, 1 hour and 40 minutes. Doesn't feel like that. That's good. And I don't know. I feel like this should be like boring work. But for some reason, I'm really excited to write the save load code. This feels good to do this. Okay, so we first have these, and then last we take the rotation. Order matters. So we have material. How do we actually do this? So we want to say from bytes. From le bytes. Mm-hmm. Okay. Like, I think that's that. Then I literally have the same thing for the model. Oh yeah, and these all have to be these. I love how this reads in my head. Where it's like data next, data next, data next, data next. Like, do we have everything? Oh yeah. We have that data, and then hello Mangalo, good morning. I hope you're doing good, and I'm dumb. That's fine. That's fine. No panic. We are doing a save load code today. Oh, U16. Okay, I'm dumb. Okay, what? Oh yeah, and of course, this is U16. We only have two. Bruh. I don't know why I thought those would be I-32s. I guess also I'm gonna say it's here. Ba, 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 ba. That's blocks. That's blocks. Yeah, that is indeed blocks. Let me do cargo format. Nice. Oh. This seems a bit scuffed. Not gonna lie. But it is what it is. Block to bytes, bytes to block, chunk to bytes, and bytes to chunk. I guess I'll copy this again. Oy. And then we need to just oh, I just realized that I hope this order goes the way I think. Anyway. Actually, how do I... Hmm... Doesn't really matter what I use here, but this needs to be to the power of 3. I guess I'm gonna say dot pow. Mm-hmm. That's good. And... Hmm. Mm-hmm. Because I want to make an array. I was thinking, what is the smartest way of going about this? How do we initialize chunks in general? We not? We should. Okay. Where do we have the get chunk function? Get chunk. We say fn at the start. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So this is initialize the array. I guess that's the same here. I just want to initialize the array and then for each element, like I fill the element with something. But it's not gonna be the best like in the rustiness, but I just need it to work. That's fine. Okay, actually. Good chunk. Yank. Oh yeah, because this initializes the blocks as like nothing. Like the default blocks. I really don't like that, but whatever. That's hella ugly. Let's format this. No. Unit this here. I swear there's a way where I could initialize this array at the same time as I iterate through the iterator. But this is very, very stinky, in my humble opinion. You need this. I think I'm gonna get some feedback from Cargo Clippy at least. Oh yeah. say this. And then we return some chunk blocks. I need to make this mutable. Okay. Still need to make the load world function do something. Let's format. Yep. Actually, is this usually true? It's false by default. How does that work? I guess by default they're empty, so it's fine, because this isn't get chunk. So if we make a new chunk, then yeah, but these should be marked. No, but we haven't marked them for remeshing. That's the whole idea, right? So in load world, we need to oh, actually no. Yeah, we want to make this true. And in load world, we append every single chunk into the like chunks to remesh thing. Or we just call the remeshing function. Do we do that? No, I think we just return both. It's chunks to rebuild. But it's just gonna be an array of block positions. We could just call this manually, honestly. We don't need to go through the thing. Or do we? Actually, we kind of do. Okay. Let's stop overcomplicating it. We also return all the positions that we loaded. Even though it's going to be the hash map already, it's fine. We're going to take this value, override what we have, and then we're going to take this value and override what we have in like the blocks struct. And then we can just remesh normally. Oh yeah, time to sit down. So, and also this can fail, so you need this to be an option. Then we say, what do we say actually? We don't know how many chunks we should have. But no, we know their positions. Okay, I think we're gonna do more cheating. The Nero special, and I control-delete my code again. I feel like I need to make my control key like less sensitive. So I do be pressing it accidentally. Anyway, we're here loading. Oh yeah. I want to change the saving function a bit. Data do push. I'm gonna make a conspicuous little 0 as the first thing. And this 0 oh, but are we gonna have enough? 1U8 might not be enough for this. I don't remember anything. I'm gonna do... This is a decent, amount of chunks. Actually, if we have 2 to the power 16, and how many bytes do our blocks take? I kind of want to know, just for fun. Block the bytes, so we have 2 U16s. And... Whoa. What am I? I'm just lost in the sauce. The rotation is a U8. It has 16. Plus 16 plus 8. This is how many bits we have per block. Divide that by 8, and that's our bytes. 5 bytes per block, and then we multiply that by 16 cubed. That's our chunk size. So this is how many bytes per chunk. Then we multiply this by 2 to the power of 16. I think this calculation is correct. Actually, no. Actually, yes. Because this is how many chunks we can denote ourselves as having. And then it's this many bytes. And I'm not going to do the calculation manually, because I could fuck it up. How reasonable of a number is this? It's reasonable, right? We can have a 1.25 gigabyte world. That's not unreasonable. That is completely within the realm of possibilities. What about if... Yeah, okay, that's a lot more. I don't... Actually, no, I am curious. Can I even... Can I please get an answer? No, it doesn't want to. What if I type in the calculation? Did I already close? I already closed the calculator. Anyway, I don't care enough. I just know it's unreasonable. And that's fine. But we can have an unreasonable amount of stuff. Yay! U32. And I guess the only thing here is if the chunk is empty, we actually don't want to encode it. And currently we do. I need some additional logic for that. I guess I'm gonna just have a function that tests for that. It's fine. It's a bit of... Like, it would be more optimal to do it in the saving code itself. I don't care. I don't care. Something something compiler, something something optimize. Actually, I'm not sure if it's gonna apply in this scenario, but whatever. For block and chunk dot blocks. And that's not. That is the function. Also, here we want to make an assertion. So anytime the model of a block is air, its material should also be air. I have a feeling this might fail at some point, but that's going to be interesting. Actually, shouldn't fail. Yeah. Well, now we have a check for it at least. Also, I guess I can do U32. There's like a checked add thing. I'm gonna go full safety. Full safety. Yeah, so I just need to do. This is so unnecessary, but we rolled like this. Oh yeah, it returns an option. I actually want to handle this. Actually, I don't want to handle this. We YOLO. It sounded like a good idea until I needed to handle the error. Yeah, so load world returns nothing now. I guess I could have just made it like a question mark thing. Like if I have this here, then I could just say this. But it's like harder to read as well. It's fine. Yep. That's good. So if the chunk is not empty, then we encode it and we increase our chunk count. And here we actually need ba -ba. I can say this. Oh, actually. I can do this for now. And then basically later, I'm going to modify these first 4 bytes. And Can I just insert a slice? That's my question. Hmm. I'm gonna do this. I need to make this uglier. Oh yeah. Okay, we need to do this. This is so not rusty. Hello, Grok. How you doing? Oh yeah, I need to say. Yep. Yeah. Um, glad to hear that you're doing good. Progress is actually pretty good. I have my chunk remeshing code multi-threaded and it works properly. And I'm currently working on world save load stuff, so I can actually start building things. And like after this, I just need to I need to fix raycasting, but I'm gonna take a look at that with my like more mathy friend to make it proper. And then there's like the voxel lights stuff that I can do. But honestly, as soon as I finish save load, I can just start building games, basically. Right? Until, you know, I get to a point where the game needs some more specific tools and stuff like that, but that all can be figured out. And most likely it's gonna be GDescript stuff. Um and do I want to see your VTuber progress? Hell no. No, I do. I do. Definitely. If you have any links, you should be able to throw them in chat. I don't think I have a link filter on. And if I do have it on, I'm gonna turn it off on the spot. Take a little detour and do that. So yeah. Like I am looking forward to the project just so I can like use the chat features, honestly. Because making a Twitch chatbot in Godot, I really like that idea. I'm gonna say 2 here for now. Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah, if it's a Discord invite, then yeah. If you don't want it to be leaked to the public. Yeah. Yep. That's definitely what I'm like gonna use it for. And I don't know, like if I ever like set up a donation link, and then you know people maybe could bully me into using like a VTuber avatar or something. That is a possibility. Or then I'll just get inspired to do that myself. But for now, I just remain a voice doing le code. Also, yeah, I should probably look at Discord because you probably sent me it already. Yep. Let's see. Oh, okay. Can I show this on stream? That's my question. If I can, then I'm gonna watch it. Okay, 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 good. Yeah. I kind of thought they were gonna send me like a Discord invite link or something. Because you said that it's a Discord link, but I see what you mean by it now. Um, here we go. Here's some Groke's VTuber software progress. Where do you get the face tracking data? Because if I remember correctly, you have like a few, um, I guess APIs. I don't know what to call them. We have like a few basically things that you can grab facial data from. Like there's the Apple thing and OpenSea Face or something. Google Medipap for now, but we'll support multiple in the future. Okay, okay. Fair, fair, fair. Yeah, do you probably have like your own intermediate format, or do you have like a known, like a common intermediate format that you make everything fit into? Yeah, really cool stuff. I like that this at least looks like a 2D sprite that you made animations for, but it could also be stylized 3D. Can't really tell. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like I've said this a million times, but it's really cool. It is really cool, and I'm looking forward to like seeing it be released. Like as long as it doesn't have any like weird technical issues, it's good, and I'm kind of expecting that you take it beyond that. I don't know if that makes any sense. Anyway. The only bad part is it's mostly in GD scripts for now. Is that bad for like performance? Or I don't see any like downside for GD script other than the performance. You know, you have someone right here experimenting with using GD extension with Rust. Just saying. But I don't know if I want that project to be fair. It seems like a lot to do. But like if you need, you know, like small help or hints and pointers, then I can definitely help with that. But was your project in GD3 or GD4? Godot 3, Godot 4. I don't know why I said it like that. Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I can definitely see like a case where like right now, some people like I know one streamer, like the one that um I got you I got them into contact with you or vice versa. Like they had sometimes issues with their existing setup where some games are really demanding, and then they had to use a 2D avatar instead of a 3D one to like not kill their computer, right? Or like the 3D avatar would just lag out because the game was demanding so much, right? So I don't know. Then okay, okay, 0.5 originally. Okay, fair, fair. What kept you stuck in 4.0 beta? Like, I'm really curious. Also, I guess because this is a Vec, I could have done this without the trickery, where I don't put the chunk count at the start. I could just grab the last like elements from the Vec, and that's the chunk count. But I don't know. I feel like it's better to have them at the start. And this shouldn't mess anything up. Okay. Let chunk count equals, and then we say it's 4 things. Oh, actually, we want this to be an iterator. Yep, that's what we want. Just calling next like this is really convenient. That's the only reason. Oh, okay. Oof. Oof, oof. That's rough. But, yeah, that's kind of, I guess, what betas do. We're glad you got it working, though. And yeah, I don't know. And I also, gotta remember the classic 80-20, which generally applies in a surprising amount of places, is that, you gotta take a look at your code, see which bits perform the worst, and then, you can turn those into like a Rust code thingy or something. Yeah. And well, disclaimer also, I tried to do that with my own project, and I ran into a thing where I had to convert between the Rust and the GGScript code, and that was a pain. And now that I'm doing kind of everything in Rust, it's a lot better, right? So I don't need to convert between things as much. I have a thinner interface. So that is a disclaimer I will put to that. Now, for all the numbers in our chunk count variable, which we obtained from here, we will get a chunk position first. I don't have bytes to position yet, actually. I'm gonna drink some water, actually. Holy. Good water. Also, open window. It is getting a bit too warm here again. Oh, so position the bytes, more like bytes to position. And then we have this monstrosity. Did I just copy the wrong thing? I did. I guess I can just do this directly. So we have an array, and then we have a i32 from libbyte. And then we have data.next 4 times. But yeah. Do you have any sort of estimated release date? Or is it still like kind of unknown? Hope to get the first release by end the next month. Alright. Yeah, I had terrible memory, I guess, regarding this. I just forgot completely if you said anything about the release date. I think you might have said it, like end of March. Yeah. I'm looking forward to it. No pressure, but looking forward to it. I don't have some level of expectations, but no pressure. You know? Oh. But yeah, hopefully it all goes well. I think that's fine. Should be fine. Bias to position and data. Type chunk equals bytes to chunk data. I'll try to also Twitch stuff so you can pull that if you wanted. Yeah, I mean, you know, how would I say? I'm fine with having the entire thing and just using only a part, right? That's good. That's all good. Um, yeah, like the script stuff that you will have for like the VTuber side, for example. I don't think that's gonna be big. Like at most a couple megabytes, I would guess, right? So don't really have to worry about that. Yeah. Well, I mean, I was thinking it would be very hard to make it mandatory, I guess. It's like you have to have a face tracker. Well, you could. You have to supply a 3D model that has like face tracking. You have to have a valid face being tracked. That sounds like a really funny idea to me. I don't know why. Funny but very impractical and hostile to the user. Anyway, uh-huh. Is it not gonna complain? Maybe. Oh. Oh yeah. Okay. I guess if I do this the other way around, then it will actually complain. Oh, it doesn't. Okay, interesting. Uh. We have our chunks. We have our chunks to remesh. What? Oh, they need to be in a tuple. Yay! Oh, I missed your message. Let's see. The only thing. Hold on. I gotta read this again to parse this. The only thing that's part of the core. Okay, okay. For some reason, my brain inserted the word missing into that first part of the sentence, and it made it impossible to read. Um, yeah, the only thing. Modules, base type definitions. Okay, okay. Yeah, that's fine. Sounds good. Yeah. Now we just have a test for reloading the world, I guess. Okay, this is the function now. There we go. Time to close the window again. So gonna stand up for a while. I have some stuff here. We do need a middle reference. I guess we also want an array of data. Okay, okay. Seems good. Let me say load world. Can we just pass in the data like this? Okay. To iter? Maybe? Oh, this is iter. Hmm. Do this and get the error. And search this up directly. Okay. Interesting. Oh, okay. I see why it's crying. So I included these in the URL. I don't need a copy of that. What do you mean? I guess I can put this here. Oh. I have to dereference everything manually. Oh, is it a problem anywhere else? It is a problem everywhere else. They were right. But I'm copying this for no reason. I kind of just want to give it the vec instead. I'm gonna say... Hmm. Terrain. I think I want this. Range? What do you mean? I want everything. Hmm. I guess I can just say everything. Like this. Nice! That's good. We are not copying the data. We just transformed this into a vec. I don't know if that copies. But and then we just give it here and we drain the data. Nice, 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 nice. And now we don't use the results. I should probably do that. Yep. Do we return it? I think we do. Yes. That's good. And then we say I could call this automatically next, I guess, but I'm not going to do that. Do we get any errors? We do. We need to put a semicolon here. Let's build. It should work now. I should be able to save and load worlds. Have everything work. Exciting times. I need a hotkey for that. I get this. I haven't reloaded the project, so it doesn't autocomplete. That's fine. Oh yeah, we need to supply it with the actual world. uh, yes. How do we construct that? There's two vec. Is there from vec? There's this from iterator. I guess I do that. And then we pass in data dot drain everything. And we don't do that because we return this. No semicolon. Damn. Oh, it's from iter. Test it again. I need to make it mutable. Test it again. I don't get an error. We can build. We have this. I get some interesting printing here. But that's fine. And we just test this. I misclicked the software manager. Let's go. Boy. I should probably put print statements here as well. If I try to load with nothing, yeah, and then this just panics. What do we get? Oh, okay. Wait, what? We get nothing. That's interesting. So if there's nothing, then what? Load? Oh, I see. We need to pass in the saved level, perhaps. And what happens now? I failed to load the world. Loaded level. Nice. I pressed no clip at the same time. Okay, if we now destroy stuff and we press our load button, everything is restored. Nice. This feels dangerously easy. Like, all the progress so far, it just works. I'm waiting for the moment that my, castle on top of the clouds come crashing down. It's scary how good this is going. And I can save this, and, I can make further changes. I can place blocks, whatever, doesn't matter. I can load. Bam. Let's generate something bigger. We should probably also save this to disk or something. Or then we need another function that just that clears this out. I guess I can do that. No, I'll just... Oh, this is the easiest thing to do. Then we say that self.chunks is hashmap new. Is it called this? We'll see. Oh, but we also need to get rid of the mesh instances. We'll see what happens with this. We'll see what happens. It might be that we don't get rid of the visual part of the world right now. That's fine, I think. Alright. Then we just, before loading, we just say global blocks to clear world. Yeah, clear world. I guess I want to also do get free create timer. Let's make it 1. Do that. Now if we press save and then we load, it's messed up. That's interesting. Wait, what? Oh, actually, no, this is fine. It's just the this face looks like empty because it's the same shade. It's an optical illusion. It's fine. The faces aren't actually missing. In the beginning, like, this is actually missing. I don't know why, but it's probably because I don't remesh. Yeah, that's most likely the reason. There's just something going wrong with the remeshing. That's fine. So I guess it is a bit easier. This is a bit funky. I'm actually gonna save the thing and load the thing. File access. Open. Right. What is the... Store buffer. I guess I only have to open the file once when we start this. Ready? So I'm gonna first write something here so it's not gonna error out or anything. Save level, there we go. And we should have a file in our user data folder. None of these, but yeah, here we go. 20.5 kilobytes, it's fine. You want to say, we actually take this out for now. Saved level equals what's the name again? Test level.net. Get that level. Haha. So now we have nothing. We press this key. And okay, it's still broken. That's good to know. Good to know, good to know. For some reason, we just don't render all the faces. And if we destroy that, then everything's fine. Let's do something bigger. Let's do 200. You can see the progress here. It takes this long to generate everything. Now the blocks are placed down, it's going to remesh, and remeshing took under a second because multi-threading is awesome. And we save. I loaded accidentally. Let's generate that again. Ay. M is save, comma is load. Luckily this generation doesn't take ages. Nice. And we say save. It actually took a while, because it goes through everything. So actually, we do want the multi-thread saving. We do, because that kind of pause unacceptable, right? Also, I do want to go in here and all the inside faces are gone. I love that change. Anyway, so now we have this. I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna generate anymore. And then we're gonna press comma, which is load. And we loaded the level. Didn't really take long, and remeshing still took the same amount of time. Go up like 200 blocks, we should see a face eventually. Yeah, we're still in collision. Just tested that by turning knuckle buff, and there we go. Here's the entire thing. But for some reason, these faces aren't being meshed. Yeah, it doesn't. I need to like update every single one of these to have them be rendered. That's not good. I kind of wonder why this happens. It's very interesting. I'm guessing it doesn't happen on the other side at all. I'll have a long way to go. Not that long. I was gonna tab in the code and make the no-clip faster, but I think it would have taken more time in total than just going straight here. And yeah, everything renders nicely here. Whee! And down here, it's missing. Why? Why? What do we do wrong here? We do mark every single chunk to be remeshed. That's for sure. We say that everything is marked for remesh, which is true, but that doesn't really matter. I could make this false and it doesn't change anything. So I have to cheat and check which button is which. Load is comma. Okay. Maybe I should have made it like L something. Oh, we have that there. We're gonna load. Yeah. Doesn't change anything. Still. Where even is the cube? I'm fully lost. Okay, there's our. Okay, the cube is here. Actual ghost cube. You should have made the debug camera or the no-clip camera faster. This is a mistake. Yeah. Doesn't change anything. I'm actually gonna resave this. See if it behaves any different now. Load. Still don't see the cube. We don't even see those faces. Actually, we do see these faces. Okay, that's interesting. Because it is part of the same... Is it part of the edge chunk? I guess not. I'm completely in the wrong place. Okay, that's part of the edge chunk now. At least. Put a thing here. Now let's resave this. So, MS save. I'm gonna go back in. I'm gonna load. Comma. Yeah, we have everything on the edge, but we still don't have this face for some reason. There might be some assumption in rebuild chunk meshes. So we're breaking. Not gonna be there. It's gonna be here. The only thing that I can think of is that some of these are none. So I'm gonna have no chunk next to us. Oh, this is actually probably very trivial. So if we don't have another chunk, we say false, but this should be true. If there's no chunk next to us, then we know that it's air. I could have probably just fixed that earlier, but I really wanted to like X round with it and see if my assumptions are true. We load with comma. I can't remember. Okay, load is comma. And now everything works. Clap clap. Chunks are remeshed properly. I never had this issue before because when you place down a block, we do some checking for like block updates, and that automatically creates the chunks around the block. And could make that not the case, but it's fine either way. Now let's see if we click load again. We're moving around, we click load. We do think for a bit. But it is a working version. It is a working version. So now we say this. These are important. This is important. Do we need all the changes here? And we don't need to change the order of these. That's gonna be a separate commit. Save test, load test, we need those. This is a remeshing fix. I'm gonna make that a separate commit for no reason. These comments can be taken out. 1889. Yoink. I have to... Are these all correct now? This is correct, this is correct, this is correct. Yay! And I'm fully in control of this logic. I'm not using like a asserter and just like, you know, saying, oh, derive, whatever, like, you know, encoding, decoding, and just let that handle it. I know exactly what happens to these. I can modify the logic. I can version support this easily. And it's not that complicated. The only stinky part is the chunk count. Marking the chunk count. That could be a bit better, like more rusty, I guess. We're gonna modify the to-do list. Saving and loading. We're gonna have saving and loading. Saving and loading worlds. Done. But we do need a bit more. UI. I guess I can just delete this line and then. Because I could have just like one save that, you know, users use while I'm developing stuff, but I feel like it's gonna be a bit better if I have UI. Or at least console commands. But I could also just make console commands. Cheat. Cheating, cheating, cheating. And then forget that some world exists, and then, yeah, I don't know. I feel like UI is better. This takes that off the to-do list. That's good. That's nice. Just, And I also like the fact that, I'm letting Godot handle the file I.O. So, you know, I feel like it's better that way. If I do something very specific, like, oh, actually, I'm just saying bullshit. Basically, I just want to save here, right? And I really don't want to resolve, like, the file paths and whatever on the Rust side. That sounds like a pain. Like, if I export the different platforms, I feel like this is more solid of a choice rather than trying to do this directly on the Rust side. And this is not the bottleneck, right? Like putting this in the bytes and then passing it to Rust. And if it is, then I can look at that, but this is not the bottleneck. I don't think so. Yeah. Honestly, this probably should be just... Yeah. Whatever. Sure. I don't think I need anything else from flycam.gd. That. And then... Oh, did I just commit everything? I did. Let me stash this first. Don't do this. Only do that. I was like thinking like, oh, this is like my uncommitted changes has turned so clean. What happened? That's done. This, we push all that. I'm gonna actually stash everything here. Reload everything. Check that everything's still the same. Yep, it is. And test that this works. This should be gone. Okay. That should have been gone a long time ago, actually. Lol. Anything else? I don't think so. I can try to load. It works. We do that. We have a bunch of stuff. Let's actually see. Okay, user data folder. I'm gonna wrap up soon. I just want to see the size of this. 45 megabytes. I guess that's the cost of doing things how I'm doing them currently. But it does have a bit of data, right? It's fine. Let's save this. How big is that? Also, let's test this. Don't generate that automatically, please. Now we load, and rotations seem fine. Good. I wanted to check the size of that. You know, under 200 kilobytes for that little space. Definitely, if I just wanted to have smaller stuff, or like stuff people generally build, then So optimizing out air will help out a lot. Like whenever we have air, we just say, oh, we have 20 air blocks. Right, and then that's it. The air is pretty common. We can restore this. Oh, I can just go there directly. It's fine. I don't know if this is really annoying. Discard. Resave. Yes. I don't have the annoying thing being like, has been a resolved conflict. But on that note, world save load is done. We have committed everything. Everything is fine. The world is a better place. And I'm really hungry. And I've done 3 hours of work. I think I'll just head out. I haven't tried to do like a second stream. Also, we're gonna raid someone. I haven't tried to do like a second stream in a day in a while, but I don't know. I might do that today. Maybe. We will see. That poor little pigeon. We've raided them a few times. Oh, first one to get us live. I'll do this over here. Let's see. Actually, I'll do this here. Fuck it. You are allowed to see. We have some Godot people here. August 16th is a nice person. We're actually gonna go there. I'm gonna raid August 16th. Last raid. There we go. Join in. There's no raid message, no pressure. You don't have to chat there. If you do chat, be nice. Right? That's the only requirement. Be nice. Yeah. See you later. Have a good one. Yes. Wow.